Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about diet, a healthy daily routine. But first we have to define what a diet is. Diets can be defined in many ways. It not only includes nutrition tips, it also encompasses a mindset around the way we eat, what we eat, and how often we eat. Therefore, a diet for home office work must be adapted to the way we live and the way we eat to boost our daily productivity and attention. Diets have now become the core of our lives. So many variants have been created, it's hard to keep count, but all of them share the same goal: to make us healthy and give structure to our lives. All diets are based on a daily routine. This means that the food we prepare and eat is equally divided throughout the day in most cases. There are different ways to classify diets: cyclical diets, restrictive diets, vegan or vegetarian diets, etc. The following slide shows a couple of tips from Cleveland Clinic organization about diet and home office. Don't work in or near the kitchen. Try to set up your desk in an area that's not near the kitchen. You might be tempted to wander over and check the fridge if it's constantly in your line of vision. Decide that the only time you'll be in your kitchen during the workday is when you're getting ready to have a planned snack or meal. If this is hard to follow, hang a sign on your fridge or pantry to remind you that the kitchen is closed until the next scheduled meal or snack. Plan your snack and meal times. Just as you schedule and plan out the rest of your day, establish when throughout the day you're going to eat. If you know you like to eat lunch around noon, plan for that. And if you like to have a snack in the late afternoon, plan for that as well. Treat food like you would in the office. You can't be grazing all day long when you're there, so act the same way at home. Make sure you actually eat. Once you hit the ground running, or in this case working, it can be hard to take a break and actually eat. But it's important to know your hunger signs and realize that not eating can affect your alertness and productivity. Plus, eating throughout the day can save you from being a big, hungry and angry mess once 5 o'clock rolls around. If needed, set an alarm clock on your phone to remind you to get up and eat something. Meal prep your lunches. There's something freeing about being able to whip up whatever you want to eat for lunch, and not having to stand in line for the work microwave is a huge bonus. But for some people, the freedom is too much, especially when it comes to weekday lunches. If you can, try to meal prep your lunches ahead of time, just like you would on days you physically go to work. It doesn't need to be anything fancy either. A bag of lettuce, pre-cut veggies, grilled chicken and nuts is a simple form of meal prep that takes out all the guesswork. Or maybe you've decided that you're going to make a veggie omelette every day for lunch. Pre-cut the vegetable ahead of time so you can quickly cook up a healthy and delicious lunch. Focus on real food. Balanced, nutritious food makes us more productive. It keeps us fuller for a longer time and helps us focus. Understand that what you eat will impact your mood and energy level. Think about this the next time you're feeling hungry and just want to grab a handful of chocolate from the pantry. Focus on protein, fiber, healthy fats, fruits, and veggies. Planning a menu ahead of time will make it easier to avoid noshing on whatever looks tastiest and quickest in the moment. Drink plenty of water. Dehydration can lead to headaches and fatigue, which are both not good for your productivity. Just as you'd fill up a water bottle at the office to keep at your desk, keep water next to your workstation at home too. If you have water readily available, chances are you're more likely to drink it, helping you reach your goal of at least 2 liters per day. And please stay away from sugar-loaded soda and juice, both of which can cause you to crash earlier. Be careful of too much caffeine. Having access to endless cups of coffee might seem like a great idea, but tread carefully when it comes to caffeine. Too much is known to cause headaches, anxiety, digestive issues, and even fatigue, none of which are ever good, but particularly not good when you're trying to work. Aim for no more than 2 cups of coffee per day to avoid the jittery feeling and avoid flavored creamers and other high-calorie add-ins. Don't buy junk food. Don't stock your fridge or pantry like a vending machine. This can lead to eating just because you can. Try your best to keep junk food out of your house, especially foods you know can trigger a binge for you. Out of sight, out of mind. When you eat, just eat. You might be tempted to continue working through your lunch break now that your co-workers aren't physically there, but don't do it. Being distracted during a meal can lead to overeating and decreased satiety, which is the satisfaction and fullness from the meal. Instead, take a break from work and sit down at the table to enjoy your lunch and relax for a few minutes. You will enjoy the meal more, and it may even help you feel more prepared for the rest of your workday. Portion out snack and meals before eating. Never eat out of the bag or original container, as it's much harder to control portions that way. Check the serving size on the container if you need extra guidance. For meals, try the healthy plate method. Fill half of the plate with non-starchy vegetables, 1/4 of the plate with lean protein like poultry, seafood, beans, eggs, tofu, cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, and 1/4 the plate with a high fiber carbohydrate, fruit, whole grains, or starchy vegetables. In the upcoming 4 slides, we're going to talk about vegetarian and non-vegetarian example diets. Let's start with the vegetarian example. This can include a breakfast made from porridge, generally made with oats, non-dairy drinks, and soy or oat yogurt, and on top, some fruits. The lunch can be corn and coconut syrup. The dinner, of course, mushroom risotto. And the snack before lunch and dinner can be a fruit of choice. What are the benefits of a vegetarian diet? The vegetarian diet has good health benefits. It lowers the cholesterol, it reduces heart problems, lowers the blood pressure, lowers the risk of diabetes, and it has been studied that eating less meat also reduces the risk of cancer. Many can be concerned about the possibility of not getting enough vitamins, iron or calcium, but you can also get them with a vegetarian diet, for example from peas, soy products and different vegetables. It is also a sustainable way of eating, and it has many health benefits on the environment. For the example of a non-vegetarian diet, you can see that a breakfast can be cinnamon porridge with some seasonal fruits, pre-lunch snack as being sea bread with some cottage cheese and herbs, lunch being roasted chicken stripes with steamed vegetable, pre-dinner snack can be an apple and a pear, and dinner can be chicken breast fillet with durum pasta and homemade tomato sauce. But what are the benefits of a non-vegetarian diet? Well, first of all, meats are a good and complete source of proteins and are high in iron and vitamin B12. There are 2 types of protein: complete and incomplete. These are important because different types of proteins contain different amino acids. There are 9 types of amino acids that the human body can't produce, so they have to come from food. Complete proteins contain most of these amino acids, and most meats are considered complete protein sources. Iron has 2 types, heme and non-heme. Heme iron is easier for the body to absorb and is mainly found in animal products. Vitamin B12 is an essential vitamin for the human body, as the lack of it can result in chronic fatigue, heart diseases, a higher risk of cardiac arrests and strokes, and dementia. The primary sources of vitamin B12 are beef livers and clam. However, lean meats and dairy products also contain B12. Thank you for your attention.